Good morning, everyone. It's me, Mel from Lethalia's Little Hook with Melanie, and we're here for Mel's Makes. Okay, so we have a few things to talk about this week. I finished a project again. Yay! It doesn't always happen. So I finished my test crochet blanket. It's a lapgan. It's called the Sleepy Time Lapgan by Canoe Mountain Designs. We'll start off with that. And then I have some projects in the whip work area. Okay, so I was using the Royal Zeeman yarn I got in my Mary Maxim mystery bag. Mary Maxim mystery bag. Mary Maxim. Oh, look, they wiggle. Ooh, don't do that too hard. But it came out to like a nice, I'd say baby blanket, lapgan size, wheelchair size, took around your size. But can't quite get it all in. So I will insert a picture like here. But I'm gonna also try to hold it up. It's a stitch sampler blanket. There's the center, worked out from the center. And I also used a Caron 1 pound in white to separate the sections. It has sections, but I did not like go section 1, section 2. I did like the center and section 1 in the one color, and then the last row in white. And then I did like section 2, possibly section 2 and 3, and then section 4 in the other color. And then I just did the border in the other color again because there were only 4 sections. But I think it turned out quite lovely. And the Zeeman Royal is actually quite soft for a 100% acrylic. It's very soft yarn. And if you are interested in this pattern, it's quite a nice pattern. Very simple. She'll probably be releasing it in about 2 weeks, but I will link Canoe Mountain Designs below. I gotta put up my Ravelry page for her for this pattern. But, I mean, it's good size. This is it quartered. So, yeah. And then I was over in my yarn room straightening it up, and I decided to grab one of the whip bags to finish it. And I am making a cat basket. I've made quite a few of them, and they call for bulky yarn. And so I've made a few of them out of dangerous. I have a lot of homespun. Homespun held double because I think it calls for like a 6 or a 7, and that gives it more stability. And it's a free pattern off of Yarnspirations. What I'll do is I'll link the pattern in the description box, and I might insert some pictures of my past cat pattern or baskets here. What it is I've done the basket in different yarns, and then I added handles to it. It didn't have handles. I don't like things without handles, especially if they're so big that you would have to pick them up. And so I added handles. And then when my friend got some from me, she wanted them to look like the cat she had, certain cats. So I did colorings to look like certain cats. And so, yeah, she liked them. So I'm doing this one in the colorway Fiesta. I had enough Fiesta. And when it's done more, I will show you what it looks like. Um, but yeah, so I've been doing, some things, just trying to get some whips that are easy to get finished, so that they're done with, and I can put the yarn away, the extra yarn back away, and then, um, have the whip done and either give it away, so, a dream. To sell things, to sell finished items is a dream. But, still working on the genie blanket. And then something new, well, sort of new. I am still working on my knit hat for my friend's son, and I started his brother's hat. And the way I started that was I did a review of some interchangeable knitting needles. So his brother wanted camouflage yarn, which doesn't look too different, but he wanted blues, his brother wanted camouflage. So I've got those on the knitting needles, and the first hat is coming along quite lovely. This is called the Elite hat, ALI hat, and I will link that pattern. And it's really quite easy repeat. And they said do it for as long as you want the body of the hat. So I'm going to test, how long this is. And then you start the crown. And they've got directions for the crown. But it's just coming into the darker blue, as you can see. But I love my little, yes, fight the power. And then this one is peace, dude. Peace. But yeah, I love little fun things. Do we not know that I like fun things? But yeah. And then one other thing, I wanted to tell you something fun that's going to be happening. Something funsies. Okay, let me make sure this is nice and snug and nothing is going to fall out of this. Okay. Big news. No, don't shush. Yell it from the rooftops. Now let me see if I have my thing pulled up still, or if I have to find it. I gotta pull it up again. Alright, hold on. Mama G and I, we were going to make a blanket together. And that was so that I could help her learn to read a pattern. And I said, should I tell people we're going to make a blanket together? And she said, yeah, we can make it a crochet along. And I'm like, I've never done a crochet. Like on my channel, I've never done a crochet along. But it's a free pattern. Let me turn down the brightness here. It's a free pattern on Yarnspirations, and I was going to make sure to ask permission from the designer, but there's no designer listed. So I guess we're good to go. Okay, so I'm going to check with her what day she wants to start. But you guys can start if you want to join in. It's a easy level blanket. It only has 2 rows, and you just repeat row 2 the whole time to get length. I looked it over. I will help anyone out who needs help. Okay? And it's we just gather the materials. I'm going to put the link for the blanket in the description box below. There is no end date. Okay? No end date. It calls for a bulky yarn, but this is what I'm going to say. You use whatever yarn you want to use. And we can help. I will help you figure out, or Mama G can help you figure out. We can both help you figure out how big, how many stitches to make the beginning chain to get the length of the blanket, the width of the blanket, in whatever size yarn you are using, if you need help. So it calls for a 5, a bulky weight, but if you only have 4 weight, or you want to use a 3 weight, whatever. I'm going to show it to you now. It's called the Wavy Granny Crochet Blanket. So it's a granny stitch, but it's a chevron. Real simple, real cute. You use whatever colors, whatever whatever yarn. I was just looking. I brought over. I'm hoping that is not the box I wanted. So many boxes. So many boxes, and I cannot find that box I wanted. I brought over the yarn I want to use because I was like, oh, I don't have that much bulky. Oh boy. Give me just a sec. Okay. So I have homespun. Homespun's bulky, or so they say. I have blues. Lots and lots of different blues. And that's what I'll be making mine out of until I run out. So, I mean, do what you can. Do what you want. It's your blanket. And that's the great thing about fiber arts. You can do whatever you want. I mean, unless you're making a wearable. But then you can still do whatever you want. You just have to figure out how to make it fit. And so that was the last bit about the Mills Make for today. So if you have any questions about it, my email's in the description box below, and you can contact me or leave it in a comment and I'll get back to you. Crooked glasses on a crooked face. But thanks for watching, and shine bright like the stars you are. And we'll talk to you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.